Too bad in this day and age, he just doesn't pick two of them and become a sister-wife episode. I mean, they'd have a good time at this age. Who cares?
I mean, because Gerry is confused. Welcome back to another episode of Reality Nightcap Grandma Edition. But Grandma's not here.
Ah,
Mom.
is not feeling good.
Yes.
She came off the cruise. It was just too much excitement for her.
She just had too much fun, too much excitement. So thank you, Mom, for zooming in. Grandma, I called up Grandma today and I was like, Grandma, I'm on the way because, you know, we live in California. Mom, you live in Atlanta. And so I called up Grandma and said, Grandma, I'm on the way. And she's like, no, I'm not feeling good. I need hair and makeup and all of that stuff for me to feel better and blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'll call it Mom. So Mom.
She's such a queen. I mean, come on. I do it on the fly, man. You tell me I'm here, I'm here. I'm in my kitchen. I got should I turn off the fan? Because it's like it's spinning over my head.
Okay, maybe go turn off the fan.
Okay, hold on.
3 hours later.
Okay, I felt like there was a propeller over my head.
Well, Mom, let's talk about the Golden Bachelor. It was fantasy suites. Maybe that's why Grandma said she was sick, because she just didn't want to talk about Gerry knocking boots.
Oh, I bet you she did want to talk about Gerry knocking boots and all other kinds of things. I bet you she was just like...
But okay, so let's talk about the episode.
Yes.
Leslie, Theresa in Costa Rica, they have the fantasy suites.
It's
he
beautiful.
says he is in love with both of the women.
Yes, but he said to Leslie that he was in love and that he didn't necessarily say that to Theresa. And he seemed to be more interested in Leslie. And she seemed to be a little bit more apprehensive. She seemed to be like, whoa, wait a minute here. And I got the feeling like, is he going to pick Leslie because he wants to rescue her and take care of her? Mm-hmm. Where I felt the opposite with Theresa. Like Theresa is like got it on. She is, successful, and I think he feels a little intimidated with Theresa.
Okay, that's such an interesting point because, Grandma and I all season have been not anti-Theresa. We just haven't been team Theresa. But after watching this episode, I was like, wait, I like Theresa. She, she talked about how she went back to work and she got a career for herself. And that's like what keeps her going after her husband died. And she's like, I'm not going to give that up.
She's a total badass.
She's a total badass. But I do agree. So let's talk about Leslie's fantasy date. They have this adventurous Costa Rican waterfall excursion situation.
Right.
That's not for me, but it sounds fun. I just think
they had sloths though, honey. They have sloths in Costa Rica.
Did you see the sloth when he was talking about the sex being like soft and like slow at this age? And they panned to the sloth. I was like, ah.
Listen, if that was Grandma and Gerry about 20 years ago, you would not be watching that episode because it's a little TMI.
Imagine the grandkids watching this episode, because I do think Leslie and Gerry had sex.
Oh, I think they both got it on.
Oh, I don't know about Theresa.
Oh, I think so.
Oh,
yes. It's very secretive, there's something behind the scenes with Theresa. There's something a little bit more that obviously we have to wait 2 weeks and Grandma will be back in 2 weeks for sure. But there's something more secretive and a little bit, like we're going to be like totally surprised. But then,
okay, I think
bad in this day and age, he just doesn't pick two of them and become a sister wife episode.
Sister wife,
why not?
Join TLC.
Hey, senior sister wives.
And then maybe we bring like Faith back and Ellen.
Why not?
I don't think Faith and Ellen would come back, but sister wife.
Hey, it'd be kind of interesting if it was the whole group.
21 of them. And Susan's like the Wrangler. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they'd have a good time at this age. Who cares?
I mean, because Gerry is confused. It is obvious that he is so confused.
He's totally conflicted. However, he seemed a lot more in control this time. There wasn't crying, so I wouldn't have been able to drink much on this episode because there was no crying, really. It's the next one that I think is going to be like a hot mess.
Because he leaves Leslie's fantasy suite. He's like, she is the one. I think he even told her, I think you are the one.
And said, I loved you. I love you.
He says to her, I think you are the one. But he said that in such sincerity. Is that the right word? Like,
he was very, no, you believed him. That was like, really, I love you. There was more of a connection, emotional connection, and more of a, I think somehow he's scared of Theresa.
So then, okay, he leaves Leslie. Then the next day he goes to Theresa. It was obvious when they were like going on the horses, he was not feeling it. Like you could tell, which was really sad. He was not feeling it. And then there was a switch, and the switch happened when they were at dinner and they were talking. And then she talked about her career. And then he also realized, wow, we have a lot in common. We both lost the love of our lives, our spouses. He doesn't have that real connection with Leslie because Leslie, has been married 2 times, but she's said to him that she's never really been to death do us part kind of love. So I think that was the switch. Yeah. He's like, he feels safe and he feels comfortable with Theresa and not so much I don't know. What do you think?
Okay. So he feels a sense of taking care of Leslie and wanting to fix the broken wings. And then with Theresa, he is somewhat intimidated by, I think, her success.
But do we think that it's like, oh, I've already kind of had this life. I've already had, with Theresa, like, because I think he sees a lot of his late wife in Theresa. So it's like, that's comfortable for him. Where Leslie is something exciting. He keeps saying exciting. So it's like something
adventurous.
Different.
Right.
But is Leslie
exciting, adventurous?
It's obvious that Theresa is in it for the long haul. Do you think Leslie's in it for the long haul?
Leslie isn't sure.
Oh,
Leslie is not sure. Oh, hey, it's Blue. It's my other grand puppy. Lauren's baby both.
Yeah, your son's dog. And they're good. Okay, bye, Blue. It's just a family.
It's like Laurel and Hardy.
I don't know what that reference is.
Oh God, if your grandma was here, she'd know.
Bernard, come here. See?
I know you know who Laurel and Hardy is. It was the chubby guy and then the skinny guy, and it was from the 30s, and they did silly things like Abbott and Costello.
Yeah. Grandma brings that up.
Because Grandma was in the movie with Abbott and Costello.
Oh,
that's
Child Star.
Yes, Child Star.
Child Star. That's why she wants her hair and makeup done all the time.
Yeah, she thinks she's getting a trailer again. But did she really have a trailer back then? I think not.
I don't think so.
Maybe
one of these days.
I think great grandma had her hands full too.
Duh. Grandma is a handful. All right. We miss grandma, obviously. So at the end of Theresa's fantasy suite date, the way they woke up together, you could tell that now Gerry was certain about Leslie. He's not so certain about her anymore.
100%.
So now, 100%. What do we think is going to happen?
Lauren, I have no idea. I'm so conflicted because it's going to be an emotional episode for sure.
Maybe, Mom.
And then you heard him say, I made a mistake. And who did he make a mistake with?
Maybe the most dramatic episode ever. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I really don't know. I thought going into this episode, oh, he's picking Leslie. That's it. He's going to bring up with Theresa. I kind of think he's going to pick Theresa now.
You do? Because now I'm thinking he's going to pick Leslie.
Oh, we swapped. We thought the opposite.
Because he's not feeling it reciprocated.
That's the thing. Because remember, he said something to her at dinner. He was like, you haven't been asking me the hard-hitting questions that you kind of need. So maybe he's thinking, oh, she's not really in it. But then I have Theresa who is in it. And no doubt we stay together.
okay, so Gary's kind of been looking like a deer in headlights the whole season.
Well, duh.
Well, yeah, but this past episode, he was not looking like a deer in headlights. Leslie was. Was like, oh God, what if he picks me? Okay. Then when he's with Theresa this time, he felt like he was back to his old deer in headlights. He was trying to figure out what life Theresa had and if he was going to fit into that.
Which do we think he can fit into it? I don't know. I do see Theresa and him together.
We're a house divided, Lauren.
House divided.
And we have 2 weeks to wait.
I know, because we have Thanksgiving next week.
Oh, and then of course it's my birthday.
Yes, it's your birthday, and we have Thanksgiving, and then we'll be back, and I'll see you soon. And then
yes, because then you come out for Christmas.
Yes, I come out for Christmas, and then Grandma will be fine by the finale. Well, I'll be with Grandma, but we'll Zoom you in because the fans do like you, Mom. So
well, I thank them so much. I'm not demanding like Grandma. I don't need hair and makeup.
No, I called you up. Guys, I called Mom up.
I look like this.
And she was like, I'm ready to roll. And I was like, see, as a producer and an editor who edits all of this.
Yeah, make it good.
Respect it. Oh, a little demand right there.
Make sure the fan isn't going through the whole thing.
Well, you cut it off. So I would imagine it's not.
Oh, can I get a green screen?
Why? No, it's too late now.
What if they want more of me?
Maybe not. We'll see.
Turns into a whole Bachelor thing.
We'll see. Let's ask.
Then I want a green screen because then I want like niceness behind me.
For The Bachelor, you'll get a green screen.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Mom, for joining.
Love you.
Last minute. Thank you. Bye, Mom.
Okay, bye, honey. Bye. Bye, everyone.